Hello and welcome to today's video. Today we are here playing F1 2020 for the first time here on the channel in its own solo video. Of course, I've been doing live streams, but today's that first video vibe. And today we're going to head out and qualify. Now we're doing the Dutch Grand Prix. I wanted to start off with the Dutch Grand Prix because it's a track we're not going to actually get to do a review of. We're not going to get to preview the Dutch Grand Prix in our weekend videos. So before we get into our weekend videos tomorrow for the first time with F1 2020, as we head to Austria for a second time, I wanted to get out here and make a video of the Dutch Grand Prix. This track has been so much fun to play in the career mode. I've really been enjoying it, and I really just wanted to get out here and drive it in this mode as well, and just do a normal video. And it was really fun. The first time that I ever raced it, it was in the rain, which was a bit wild, but we got that dub. Gotta get a feel for this car compared to my career mode car, which is a bit of a yikes, because my team car, dude, thing is wild. So I managed to pull it into a couple shock wins, but things should be nowhere near the front of the field, dude. So driving something here like this Red Bull, which should, in all theoretically, should be the second fastest car, I believe, this season. I believe it's the second fastest behind the Mercedes. Better than the Ferrari. The Ferrari is not even may not even be top 3. Maybe looking at just like a two car battle, 2-team battle for the championship this year. Because that Ferrari is just so awful, dude. Although we did change up our qualifying this time. We are doing one-shot qualifying, but it's an 18-minute session instead of one-shot qualifying, one shot. So we're going to do our lap here. We will have a cut in the video, cut through the part of the qualifying until we maybe hit the track again or don't hit the track again. We will see what happens with that. Ooh, very close to the wall there. Not what you want to see when you come out of that corner. Onto the banking here at Zandvoort one more time, trying to get the fastest lap in the session. Are we going to do it? Yes, we will. We go faster. We go faster than Albon. That's great to see. Now let's jump forward and take a look at maybe if we need to go back out at all or not. Alright, so here we are. We have seen that Sebastian Vettel and Charles Leclerc bested our times. 6 minutes left in the session. Throw on a new set of soft tires, and it's time to go. It's go time. Let's see what we can do here in this session. I do want to let you guys know that tomorrow on the channel you can see us take on both F1 2020 and NASCAR Heat 5, the first day that those games share a video upload on the channel. We take on F1 2020 as we head to Austria for the second race there, and for NASCAR Heat 5 as the first video as we head to Kentucky Motor Speedway and see what we can do on that track, previewing that race coming up on Sunday. So those are the two videos you can expect on Sunday, and if you want even more racing action, again on Wednesday we will be playing NASCAR Heat 5 as we take on Bristol Motor Speedway for the All-Star race and preview that. So a bunch of videos of both new released games here. Super, super awesome. Super hyped to have both of these games launched the same day. Both special editions, the Michael Schumacher edition for F1 and the Tony Stewart edition for NASCAR. To have both those games come out the same day and play them. I really feel like different days because I played one right when it launched. I played one later in the day. They felt like 2 different days, but it wasn't. It was the same day. Wild to play 2 new racing games in one day. It was so awesome. And I'm recording this video on those days. That's why I'm saying that I'm recording it right on the same exact day. So let's see if we can go for another lap here. Another fast lap. Our car still feels like it's very, very fast in these tires, even though they have a lap on them. So I'm going to stay out here and try to just best this time if I can. Very, very fast with that first sector. That's what you like to see. Up the hill here. Slow it down just a little bit. Still fast through that sector, though. Green sector 1. Or purple sector 1. Green as we head through sector 2 here. On the brakes around the curb into the DRS zone. DRS open. And we're actually going faster here on our second lap around Zandvoort on this qualifying run. We lose a little bit of speed there, but we keep it going now around here onto the banking, into the gravel. We're going to lose a bunch of time coming right to the finish. That is not what you want to see. That lap would have been faster if I didn't make any mistakes there. We're going to keep the car on the track for just as long as we possibly can here. Run it on max fuel, and I believe we're going to run out of fuel very, very quickly here this lap, but still the car feels quite quick through these sections. I am very, very confident in what we can do with this car here come race day and come to the race itself. We're out of fuel here. It's going to hurt Pierre Gasly's time. No, it's Kvyat, actually. We're going to hurt Kvyat's time. Yikes, dude. Sorry about that one. And I cannot control my ERS here, so you know. Run out of fuel at the end of the race. That's what you want to do. At least get some sort of ERS deployment here. Help our car go a little bit faster. DRS down the front straight. We're out of fuel. But that does not matter because we qualified first.
Hello and welcome to Zandvoort for another round of Formula One action. A lap of this short 2.6 mile Zandvoort circuit features 14 corners, 10 to the right and 4 to the left. The main straight is 678 metres long and heads into turn 1, the Tarzan corner. With DRS down the main straight into the braking zone, that could be the best overtaking opportunity on the track. And as always, a man with plenty of racing experience joins me in the commentary box. Today it's Anthony Davidson. Tell me, Ant, you're no stranger to surviving the melee of turn 1. So how do you keep out of trouble when there's so much going on around you?
There are 3 main things to worry about there, Crofty. Positioning, awareness and discipline. First, you have to put your car in a bit of space and make sure you have room to react to what the others are doing. Then you have to watch your mirrors and listen to the sounds around you to get a sense of where everyone is. And finally, just don't get too greedy. Just because a gap exists doesn't always mean you should go for it.
Let's run you through through the driver grid order for today's exciting race. Young superstar Max Verstappen starts from pole position, and it's Charles Leclerc in P2. As we continue through the rest of the grid today, we have Vettel, Bottas, Lewis Hamilton and Albon, Ricciardo, Perez, Stroll and Daniel Kvyat, Norris, Sainz, Esteban Ocon and Gasly, Magnussen, Raikkonen, Roman Grosjean and Antonio Giovinazzi, Russell and Nicholas Latifi. It's almost time for those 5 red lights to go out. Then let's see who can prevail today.
All right, here we go. Starting first place for the Dutch Grand Prix, of course, racing as Max Verstappen. Let's see what we got here. I feel good about the strategy. I like it. I mean, maybe lighten the fuel load here to 20 laps of fuel. Let's stay at 20 laps of fuel. Okay, cool. Here we go. So we're going to do the formation lap first.
Any technical issues coming off the practice start? Watch the RPM on the full start. We don't want to bog down.
Oh, you can use ERS on the start, bro. Why would you want to do that? Why would you want to use any ERS on a start like this, dude? We're only going to probably do this in this video, the
Radar is clear.
warm-up lab like this. I also do want to acknowledge sort of why I have the text on the bottom. Most video games I don't use subtitles. I don't really like subtitles, but in the Formula 1 game you're getting so much information. It's good to have that message pop up, and sometimes I don't want to hear like the games when I'm listening to music, or sometimes I just like, you know, have the game audio down a little bit and I can't hear what's happening, so I need to have that visually there, and I can read the text and I'm going along pretty well. So I have that there just sort of as a guide to sort of help me through the games here, because sometimes I don't either hear the audio or have it on, so it's good to have that. A little bit of help there. So yeah, we're only gonna do this grid formation one time, but I feel like it'd be kind of fun to do it.
Keep an eye on the lights. The start sequence will begin as soon as the grid has formed. Be ready with the clutch.
Alright, hold the clutch. Here we go. There we go, lights out. Brilliant start here. Already a great launch there for our Red Bull as we head off into turn 1, leading the pack of cars behind us through the initial lap of the Dutch Grand Prix. Feeling good with the car so far through the first couple turns. Everything seems good with it. I don't know how much tire wear we're going to have on it. Ooh, we're going to got a decent amount of tire wear on these tires, so you know, use them in a qualifying lap. I think actually maybe a couple qualifying laps, I'm not sure. But then the warm-up lap as well, so they got some wear to them already. They're not optimal soft tires, we'll tell you that much. But it works for us here. It works. And we're going through a bunch of these corners. Just brilliant driving so far as I go into a little bit of grass there. But awesome banking. Really cool. Love that part of the track. Coming off that corner. Get that combination of F1 and NASCAR. Things you love to see. Here we go. Through the corner. Ready to set off on lap number 2. and it's brilliant. This little bit here is really, really nice as well, with the car just dips down to the banking and feels really good. Back up over these little hills. I love racing the Dutch Grand Prix, dude. I figured that I would when I saw it was coming out on the calendar. And it was just something about this track I was so hyped for. I figured I'd just love racing this track, and it's definitely going to be up there on my list of tracks that I really, really love going to and really love, you know, being on that track and racing it. I mean, this here already video-wise has been in 3 different videos. Not necessarily intentionally, but it's already been featured in 3 videos in a week, which is more than some tracks have been featured all time on the channel. So here we go, come off that corner again, we head on to lap number 3.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
Head in through some of these very, very nice corners that we got here. Just try to keep the car in a solid twisty windy vibe and keep this thing going. I don't know what lap we're pitting on. Tires don't seem too bad yet though.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Use your overtake button.
Oh shit, I forgot about that. I kind of forget about if I'm in the lead and I'm not really like having to manage it. Like I have to manage it in my my team car, bro. Needs to have that going so frequently. And I'm also not used to managing ERS. I never did it until this game launched, so it's still my first day doing that. July 7th, only day I've ever managed ERS in an F1 game. July 7th, 2020, first day that I messed with managing ERS. Now I know that there was a bunch of it, like bunch of different modes you could switch between before. Simplified it, made it just a button, pretty much. You pretty much got your overtake button, which you can just press, and it gives you speed more or less, pretty much. The game is naturally always going to deploy ERS for you at certain points throughout the race. The overtake button, you manually override the game and say, no, I want you to deploy a massive amount of it right now. So right here we're telling the game, alright, deploy a bunch of ERS down the straight. Or deploy a bunch of energy from the ERS. Then through here it's going to gain energy. The game's now going to naturally deploy it when the game finds the best moment. It's going to deploy ERS right on that launch there a little bit. Harvest some energy here. Through this corner it's going to launch a little bit. We're going to come off this banking and press the button and launch it ourselves. Massive run down that straight.
Approaching the pit window, you'll be on the mediums.
Turn it off and let the game kind of do it where it wants to again. So we're managing that ourselves, which is something that I never did previously in an F1 game. So that's kind of fun to sort of have that there. I just did it manually. I kind of took a lot of the settings of what I learned from 2018 and brought it here to, or brought it to 2019 when I played 18 for just a little bit. I moved that stuff to 19 and kind of kept the same. Naturally made the game harder over time. We actually boosted up the difficulty here. We went from 20 to 50 difficulty in progressively over the year of F1 2019. I started out at 20 because I really had to get a grips for how to drive an F1 car. Racing NASCAR games for years, there's a big difference between racing an F1 car and racing NASCAR. So I'm pretty happy to be able to do the balancing of both and go between both games and be successful in both games. It's pretty fun. But I went sort of through this here, sort of learning. And honestly, that's why I still have the medium brake setting on. I don't know why I didn't take that off in 2019. I think it was just a little bit difficult, but we're slowly dropping a lot of those assists. I mean, I still want to have traction control, that kind of stuff on. I don't really want to do that kind of stuff, but you know, we're getting to, okay, we can deploy ERS. We're putting the game on 60 difficulty now instead of 50, so we're boosting that up, and I may boost it up even more. I may boost it up to 70. That's the hard difficulty, so we may do that and then see whatever comes after hard. But yeah, I could see going up to 70 probably relatively quickly in this game, as I'm still kind of pulling away. And honestly, the fact that I was able to win 2 career modes with my absolute garbage My Team car.
We're coming in this lap.
Pit window for F1 Insights powered by AWS. Love that graphic pops up like that. That's awesome. But yeah, there's things I'm slowly like sort of dropping from the game. I think there's some tracks that I am just that good at, like this one here. I'm kind of just yeeting everybody, and there's some tracks that they stay a little bit closer.
We think you're going to start losing some tire grip around now.
But yeah, I think that there will be a increase in difficulty in the game. I think there'll be a, you know, I don't know about dropping the manual or that braking. I think we may look a little bit into that, but it's the balance between what's fun and what, you know, like, whatever. Like, for me, driving in this view is the most fun view to drive in. I'm the most comfortable with it. I know people say, well, it's not, you're supposed to race the game, and everybody, like, complains about it. I had somebody comment and get really, like, kind of mad at me, I guess, in the comments that I was racing in this view, and I'm just like, dude, it's what I like. It's what I'm used to. Like, I don't know what you want from me. Like, I've played racing games for however many years I played racing games, like, I don't know, 15 years, 16 years. Like, I've played racing games for quite a while, and I've just always raced in this view and always been comfortable with this view. I don't know, I get that if you're not supposed to technically race the game in that view, but there's no rule saying that. I mean, that's just people saying it. There's nothing saying this is how you have to play this game properly. Caveat here in the AlphaTauri. Is it AlphaTauri? Pretty sure it's AlphaTauri. I don't know. Don't really get it right. I heard him saying it during the broadcast. I was watching during first or second practice. They were struggling with the name, and then they said it right during the race. So I think it's AlphaTauri, not AlphaTauri. But he's really slowing me down here. DRS overtake mode. Come on. I know I messed up your qualifying lap, but damn it, dude. This AlphaTauri is getting me, bro. Holy shit, bro.
Alexander is in the pits. Alexander in the pits.
I'm glad I had such a lead before. I got a 5-second lead. I just got into the bad spot. This track is not brilliant for passing. This was the first time I had to make an on-track pass here, and whew, yikes, dude. But again, for me, it's really what I like doing, not necessarily what people think is the right or wrong way. If you don't think having semi-brake assists on to help you just, you know, brake in a corner, I mean, I'm not going to say that I don't brake at all. It's just sometimes I don't necessarily brake, and the game knows, you know, how to brake, and then I do it more. Because the game doesn't, it's not on, like, extreme brake. It's on like medium. And I mean, that's just what I do. It's fun for me. It makes the game enjoyable for me. Holy shit, dude. And I figured Stroll may be pitting, but
We're leading our teammate by...
I wasn't sure, and that could have been a very, very big incident. So that's kind of my thing. That's what I like, and that's what I'm going to keep doing. So, and I'm just saying this just because it's a new game, and I feel like talking about it. It's, I remember that one comment from F1 2019 where somebody said that. I'm just like, all right, dude. I'm like, it's what I like to do. It's what I've always done. I mean, you can have a problem with it, you can, or not. I don't really care. But, I hope that you guys don't mind that I race in this view. Again, it's what I want to do. It's what I'm comfortable with and what works for me the best. So,
Couldn't receive that. Repeat the message.
that's what I'm going to do. So here we go. ERS deployment down the front straight. As you can see maybe by this video, we're trying to do things a little bit differently qualifying wise and all that stuff. Now I do feel that made the video a slight bit longer looking at the runtime of it right now. So we may drop back down to... Oh, we're out of ERS. Shit, I forgot to change it back. I think actually I got a bigger lead because all the other cars stayed out for so much longer. I think had they pitted the same lap as me, or like, a lap after me instead of like 2 laps after, I think they would have been better because some of them got hung up in traffic worse than I did and stayed out longer than I did. So it's kind of a problem for them, actually. But yeah, I don't know. I think that we may just go back to regular qualifying and just one shot. But we'll see. We'll see. Next one up is the Austrian Grand Prix. We'll see what decision I make in the next couple minutes. Because we're on lap 12 of 18 here. We'll see what decision on that I make. Really, really nice with these corners here. Get the car slowed down very good through there. Drive through this little bit. We're gone. We're pulling away, dude. On the curb there. Here we go. Brilliant through these corners. Lap 13 of 18. Oh, I see the track limits by doing that. Okay.
We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
This car feels very, very nice. The RB16 feels like it could be better than the RB15 was back in F1 2019. Just want to throw that out there. Feels like it may be nicer than that was, which was a brilliant car. I drove that car so much. This here is the 31st different video or live stream that we drove a Red Bull vehicle in. I should have that back. It may be the 32nd. It should be 32nd because we did 30 and then I did some stuff in a previous live stream.
It's looking really good. You're managing it well.
You guys don't know, I do keep track of every single video and every single car that we run. Just because, you know, we get to a race where we're running a track that, you know, I want to look and be like, okay, I've only done this track once or twice or whatever, so I can know kind of what to mark off. It was good. It was a good note for me last year when we got sort of towards filling in gaps of F1 videos and trying to figure out, all right, what track have we not done? Which one have we done? And we've done a track, we've done a video of every single track that was in F1 2019. We also did Malaysian F1 2016, 2017.
We have 5 laps of fuel remaining.
And Zandvoort here.
Wind damage. This will be a major performance impact unless you box for a new one. Check your MFD for a new strategy option.
Ooh, they want me to pit here.
Okay, copy that.
We'll do it. Oh god, that was bad. That entry really hurt me, bro. I'm gonna lose the lead here.
Release, release.
In a race I've thoroughly dominated. We're not in a brilliant spot here coming off pit lane. Damn, we're stuck behind Perez. That's a bit problematic for me, dude. Damn it, dude. Thought I had a good gap to Perez, or a good gap to the leaders, but evidently not. Bro, what was that? Come on, bro. Come on. I'm gonna need you to move, dude.
Brilliant. Nice move. Green flag.
This is a very, very short lap, and this is not a track that I want to lose on.
There's 4 laps of fuel remaining.
That's fantastic news.
Gap to car in front is 3.7 seconds.
That really killed my lap, bro. .0 seconds behind. 3.1 now.
Behind is 10.0 seconds.
10 seconds we gotta make up. I don't know if that's possible, dude. Yeah, that turn was not brilliant. Okay. Should just use the replay for the spot where I hit the wall there, honestly. Alright, so we got to get by Albon and Leclerc in this lap. I will get DRS coming out of this next corner here, so come on.
We have 2 laps of fuel remaining.
Throw it all at this pass, bro.
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
Come on, I need these guys to battle up here. That's what they're doing. Oh, yes, this is brilliant.
We advise moving to mix 2, fuel to mix 2.
This is a here. Final lap. Final couple turns. Can we do it? Yes. There we go. On the back of Vettel. Ooh, we're going to push him. We're pushing Vettel here. Wild, wild turn of events here. The car is pushing to the finish. We're going to do it. What a recovery. What a recovery.
Fantastic. You've won the Grand Prix.
Oh my god, dude. What a recovery. What a race.
So another fantastic victory for Red Bull today.
Had to give everything into that last corner, dude.
Anthony Davidson, a resounding victory today. What set them apart from the rest?
Well, they certainly stood out as a driver with tons of confidence on the track. I think their ability to keep their cool, even during some of the more hectic parts of the race, meant they were able to capitalise on the mistakes of other drivers, giving them the opportunity to make their way to the top spot with ease.
The drivers are en route to the podium as we speak. What a fantastic win for the Red Bull team. They performed exceptionally today, keeping us firmly on the edge of our seats throughout the entirety of the race. Congratulations to everyone at the team.
What a win. What a victory. That's awesome. I hope you guys enjoyed. We'll be back with more Formula One tomorrow.